Welcome to the You Are a Grown Up, You Can Do Whatever You Want podcast,
where you can stop living for other people and start owning your own life and business. After all, you are a grown up. You can do whatever you want.
We are your hosts, Ben and Kirsten Tyrell.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of You Are a Grown Up, You Can Do Whatever You Want. We hope you guys are being grown-ups, doing whatever you want. We're over here, it's me, Kirsten, and I'm sitting here with Ben, and we're just talking about people.
Yep.
We're not gossiping. We're talking about the value of surrounding yourself with good people.
So in module 5 of our Mindset Makeover course, we talk about the importance of surrounding yourself with the right type of people.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not voluntary either. If you're in a job where you have to work with certain people, you can't just say, you know what, I don't like you, you don't really make me feel good, and you don't increase my productivity, go sit in the corner. You can't really do that. But,
well, that's what I did.
Oh, that's true. You eventually just put your headphones in and ignored things that were going on around you. But if you're an entrepreneur especially, or even just in your personal life.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur or not. It's just in general.
Mm-hmm. You have to make an awareness, and you will do this. If you do this, like in the module, we're going to give you a whole thing to follow on how to identify people who are bringing you down and people who are lifting you up. And it's really hard sometimes to walk away from those people who bring you down because maybe you thrive on the drama or you like having the thing to complain about. I know I've had friendships like that where you're just like, why are you still in this friendship? And I'm like, I don't know. There's still some value there, but the bad was far outweighing the good.
Yeah.
And it was hard to walk away, but it wasn't as hard as I thought. It was easy to distance because I noticed how much better I felt without that negative juju.
You just don't feel like you should. I think the hardest thing is you don't feel like you should have to do that.
Yeah.
You feel like maybe you're immune to the whole concept and oh, well, people aren't affecting me that way.
Yeah.
Or, it's you still like them, but you do have to realize that sometimes people are bringing you down. And what's the saying, you're as good as the 5 people that you surround yourself with.
Yeah, you're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Well, there's certain people who are bringing down your GPA, you know? There's people who are putting you at a 2, and maybe the other 3 people are trying to keep you up there at a 4.0, and you just can't quite get there because this one person is constantly bringing you down. And I don't think anybody's really ever doing that to be mean or keep you down. I think sometimes people can love down on you, and they can think that they're being really helpful when really they're not. And I think there's an interesting component to this, too, that I've learned over time. When you have people who are not necessarily supportive in the way you need them to be, being direct with your goals and being direct with who you are and what you're expecting out of your life doesn't leave any room for them to offend you or hurt you because they know where you stand. So if there's say you're in a marriage, you're not just going to get divorced because your spouse doesn't understand your hustle or doesn't understand that you're trying to think positively or change your mindset. I mean, maybe you will if you're in a really bad marriage, but there's a way to say, this is kind of what's going on for me now. This is how I'm going to be directing my life. These are my goals. This is my passion now. And you're not forcing them to get on board, but it's like Brené Brown says, if you're clear on your expectations, then there's really no room for anybody to offend you or hurt you or disappoint you because they know where you stand. So, I mean, if it's not an option to cut somebody out of your life, as dramatic as that sounds, there's a way to find peace with it. But it's important to look at people who are optional.
Yeah.
Who really shouldn't be in your life. I mean, for you, it was your boss. There was no good that was going to come out of that relationship.
Yeah.
There was no positivity whatsoever. And I think you quitting your job was your choice to eliminate that out of your life. Because really, who are the top 5 people you're spending your time with?
Yeah.
Me. Our kids don't count. And the people at work.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
And it's hard. It really is difficult because for us and you specifically, it's you feel like you want to be friends with everybody, and that's just your personality.
Yeah.
You just want to be inclusive and have everybody be happy and be friends.
Yeah.
But I think, as you grow and as you develop as a person and really kind of shift your goals, you have to make those choices of eliminating people. Now, you don't have to completely alienate yourself.
You don't have to have a confrontation either.
Yeah.
Like, I'm eliminating you from my social circle.
Don't ever
because
talk
you're
to me
negative.
again.
Yeah. You just put a little space, and you give yourself some space, and you put some boundaries up for yourself.
But, you know, and I feel like, too, I mean, I know, like, for myself, because I'm not a very, like, social person, those types of things, I think, just kind of naturally happen for me. Like, I naturally just kind of eliminate people out of my life.
Yeah.
And I think I've done it unintentionally in the past, but now it's like, it's a little bit more of has a purpose behind it.
Yeah.
But it's still like, it can be sad, but you know, you really have to look at what you're trying to achieve and what you're trying to do. And the other part of that too is like, if they're not in your circle of, you know, influence anymore, like you can still be that influence for them. It's just you're not allowing them to affect the way that you're working and you're living your life.
Yeah. So come learn even more about this and some strategies we're going to give you on identifying the good, the bad, the questionable, and how you can start, you know, living a better life by not letting that negativity get to you. See, the word itself is so hard to say because it's just so awful. All right, everybody, have a great day. Go head over to youareagrownup.com to check out the free Millionaire Mindset course and get started on this week's module, and we will see you over there.
See you later.
This episode is brought to you by Passive Impact Academy. Visit PassiveImpact.com to learn how to build freedom in your life and business through passive income. Start your journey to financial freedom at PassiveImpact.com.